On April 9th, the Ultimate Fighting Championship showcases its global reach.
Come close, why you so far away? Darkness falling across your face.
As fighters from across the planet descend upon Jacksonville, Florida for another stacked pay-per-view event.
So get
The
ready.
world leader in combat sports has returned full throttle with one of the baddest fight cards of the year.
Featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski carries the pride of Australia into a third defense of his title.
Everyone back home in Australia, to my family, to my teams, I did this for you.
Look at what we started.
Big right hand, Elkins is down.
Rip into the base, that's it.
Oh, huge ground strikes from Volkanovski. He's a savage, man.
Against the best Korean to ever set foot inside the octagon,
He is a massive star in his home country, and his skill is why people fall in love with him.
Chan Sung-jung.
Oh, he got him! Oh! Chan Sung-jung knocks out Dennis Bermudez! The Korean zombie back with a vengeance!
You gotta be kidding me! The Korean zombie does it again!
The interim bantamweight champion Petr Yan came of age in Siberia
The Russian boxer Petr Yan, he knows one direction, that is forward.
and hopes to reclaim the belt he feels he never lost.
Все знают здесь,
That's illegal.
кто является настоящий чемпион.
Petr Yan will be disqualified, and Aljamain Sterling will be the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
When you watch a fight like that, you want to watch it again.
In a rematch with the reigning king from the United States, Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, man, put some respect on my name, boy. Aljamain Sterling with a monumental win tonight.
Peter Young, I'm ready to start the fire at you, baby. Let's go.
Plus, Hamzat Chimaev,
He wants to punch you in the face and he wants to put you to sleep.
the Swedish national champion of freestyle wrestling,
The wrestling is where it's at for this guy.
I come in for everybody.
brings the hype of 10 finishes
Oh, it's it.
You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me.
and 10 pro fights.
Hamzat Chimaev remarkably does it again.
I'm the jab, I'm the kick!
Look at what we started.
To a high-stakes bout with multiple-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gold medalist
Very few human beings can survive with that man.
and former UFC welterweight title challenger Gilbert Burns.
Anyone can get it.
Gilbert Burns.
Cerrito's in love with that knockout life.
That battle's coming soon. Let's go.
But before the best in the business convene on the world stage, traverse the globe to see their stories unfold, one chapter at a time.
Speed, no mercy.
Time management now, Aldo. We're cooking. Set up all your traps.
It's UFC 273 Countdown.
Open, open. Shoot.
Yes.
And it all starts right now. On a typical day in the Australian Illawarra, UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski
Okay, you ready?
and his head coach Joe Lopez
When you're ready, John.
are hard at work, tapping into the bevy of training routines at their disposal.
Let's go.
Joe has a workout for us that's all about putting us in positions.
1, 2. Just surprise wrestle. Use your head.
Fighting from positions, uncomfortable positions,
Get ready, change, let's go.
accepting that and adapting to whatever you're in.
On your back. Okay, let's come up, let's go, change, last one, time to work.
It's like a Shark Tank. Swimming with the sharkies. That's why I can keep my composure in some of the worst positions you can think, because I'm doing it time and time again in preparation.
You're losing, you're behind, you're tired. How do you deal in those situations?
He told us he gets far more nervous for training sessions than fights
Come on, Alex, stay focused, keep that right hand up.
because of everything his team puts him through.
Swimming with the sharks. Let me at him.
1, 2. Hut.
Oh, look at that. Shane Young with the takedown. Caught Volkanovski by surprise.
Fight that grip, fight the grip. Let's shake him off now.
Beautiful work, refusing to accept his grounded position.
That's it, beautiful.
Oh, Volkanovski just at his relentless best tonight. And with immediacy, vaults into featherweight title contention.
Get ready, we're nearly there.
Elkins picks him up and slams him down.
Time to not hit the panic button. Give it everything you got. Leave it all out there.
Get your head in, get your head in. Work him, work him, work him.
Big right hand. Elkins is down. Looking to finish it.
1, 2. Sprawl up 4.
He is keeping up and matching the pace of Max Holloway, something we have not seen people do very often. Volkanovski is the real deal.
Head kick for Holloway.
Come on, Alex, stay focused.
Volkanovski is as tough as they come.
4. 4.
Volkanovski's teeing off on
The
him.
determination of Volkanovski has really turned up the pressure the second half of this fight.
Alexander the Great.
Volkanovski's mettle and composure earned him the UFC featherweight belt.
This is UFC 266. Volkanovski versus Ortega.
But his last title defense truly exemplified the champion's resolve.
UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski wants to continue the great reign tonight. Ooh, big right hand there from Volkanovski. Nice stick there by Volkanovski. There's another right hand over the top.
He closes distance, man, so well. Look at his footwork, too.
Beautiful combo there from Volkanovski. Oh, nice. Oh,
Nice uppercut left hook by Ortega.
oh, good jab there from the champ.
Oh, Gizzy! That's tight! That's tight! Oh my goodness, it's tight! It's hard not to panic when you're in that mounted guillotine.
Man, Ortega jumped on that neck in no time. Volkanovski trying to escape.
In preparations, we worked a lot of guillotines, but it was really deep.
Oh my goodness, mounted guillotine by Ortega! Oh, this is trouble for Volkanovski!
He might have that.
That is tight!
He's stuck. He might go to sleep.
You had to be composed in that moment. You're struggling to breathe. You know, it's already a few rounds in at a very, very high-paced fight. Lights were dimming and I was like, is this it? Am I not taking this belt home to my family? Like, no, this can't be it. No matter how uncomfortable we are, no matter how bad the position is, we need to figure a way out.
The grip is breaking. Championship medal for Volkanovski. Oh, huge crowd strikes from Volkanovski. One of the best title rounds you will see.
Wow! Alexander Volkanovski is so good. I mean, this dude is determined.
I ain't accepting defeat.
Apparently, Volkanovski does not need to breathe like the rest of us.
If you're Ortega, though, you're down, man. You gave him your best 2 attacks, and the champion got out of those moves, never panicked, and now he's right back in your face. Oh, it's that trip Ortega. He's going to get it again. Volkanovski is not tapping to anything tonight.
Put a lot of people in that position,
Oh, that left hand's getting through.
and I don't think many people will come out.
You've got to be able to perform under stress, panic, and fatigue. And we just saw the champion do that.
We're just a whole nother breed.
Oh, there's that Volk jab again. What a featherweight championship fight. One they'll be talking about for years to come.
Volkanovski's next title defense will come against the greatest UFC fighter to ever hail from Korea.
The South Korean making his organizational debut here tonight.
And although Chan Sung Jung has been a national hero for more than a decade, it was one opponent in particular that helped him earn such acclaim.
They are engaging toe-to-toe. I mean, this is just chaos. Shot clock again. Garcia got rocked. Trying to answer exchange. Oh, man, what is keeping these men standing? What a great debut for Chan Sung Jung.
By split decision.
첫 번째 가르시아 시합 그리고 두 번째 가르시아 시합 항상
The first fight was spectacular. The fight of the decade. The rematch of one of the greatest fights in MMA history. Here they go. Oh my goodness.
잊을 수가 없습니다. 코리안 좀비를 만들어준 경기입니다.
Set up a twister, it looks like. He is. He's got a twister. Oh! Final seconds of the round. He's got it. Chin Sung Jung by submission. The first twister submission in the history of the UFC.
He's earned the nickname Korean Zombie.
This style of just reckless face-forward attacking. Oh! Chin Sung Jung caught him on the button.
He doesn't want to waste any time. He likes to get right to the fight. Chan Sung Jung throwing shots at the favorite Dustin Poirier.
브라우를 굉장히 좋아하는 선수 중에 한 명이었어요. 무조건 앞으로 들어가고 좀비처럼.
Poirier is hurt. He's in the George choke right now. He can finish this.
Wow! Chan Sung Jung has done it again.
사람들을 환호시키는 거에 굉장히 조금 재미를 많이 느꼈었는데.
The first Korean to challenge for a UFC title.
A relentless offense warranted the Korean Zombie moniker.
Sung Jung's right shoulder separated off that last combination.
But the momentum of the superstar was abruptly halted by a shoulder injury in his featherweight title shot against Jose Aldo. In the years since, the Zombie has remained an inspiration to Koreans from all walks of life.
What's up, bro?
What's up, champ?
Hi.
배고파.
In Korea, they used to play UFC on just like cable TV. Of course, the Jose Aldo fight, and I was a fan of him.
이게 바로 산낙지입니다. 스태미너에 엄청 좋다는 외국인들이 보면 기겁한다는 살아있는.
잘 먹겠습니다. It's very simple, you know. There's no like extra BS. All he knows is his family.
왜 크면 이렇게 될 거야?
게임 켜면 아빠처럼 되니까. 어떡하지? 안 되는데. 아빠 닮으면 안 되지.
His gym and MMA. He's been in the top 10 for like almost a decade, which is unheard of.
Following a UFC featherweight title shot, the Korean Zombie would not only spend an extended hiatus recovering from injury, but also fulfilling a duty to his nation.
대한민국 남자라면은 누구나 2년 동안에 그 당시에는 조금 많이 격투기로 UFC로 돌아오고 싶었었고.
An emotional walk to the octagon for the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung. The 2-year military service now complete, and here ends the 3.5-year layoff. We'll see how it goes tonight. Good to have the Zombie back where he belongs.
네, 사실 링러스트라는 단어를 그때 처음 알게 됐고 너무 제가 다시 돌아오고 싶었던 곳이라서 그런지 굉장히 많이 떨렸었던 기억이 나요. 그래서 다리에 힘이 풀리고.
He's trying to lure Bermudez into a brawl.
다행히도 좋은 결과가 있어서 다행이었지만.
And another good early sign as the Korean Zombie stuffs that attempt from Bermudez.
Wait, Zombie walking him down now.
Oh! Chan Sung Jung knocks out Dennis Bermudez! The Korean Zombie back with a vengeance!
After more than 3 years away from the octagon, the Korean Zombie returned better than before.
Oh, big right! The Korean Zombie sends him down!
And in 6 consecutive main event billings, he would earn a second shot at the belt.
Oh, Frankie's taking a shot! The Korean Zombie does it again!
사실 볼카nov스키가 챔피언이긴 하지만 사실 메인 이벤트를 치른 거는 제가 더 많아요.
He's used to this pressure. He's used to the spotlights, the bright lights.
그만큼 저한테는 익스피리언스가 있다고 생각을 볼카nov스키보다 훨씬 더 많은 경험이 있다고 생각하고 그 경험이 나한테 큰 무기가 될 겁니다.
The Korean Zombie back on the map towards featherweight gold.
The Korean Zombie has taken training camp to Phoenix, Arizona's MMA lab for the past several years. for his upcoming title bout with featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. The challenger is dedicated fight preparation to a budding super camp in nearby Scottsdale.
파이트 레디가 지금 굉장히 유명해지고 있는데 지금까지 이렇게 많은 선수들이 오는 게 그 선수들이 운동을 안 해본 것도 아니고 저 또한 운동을 안 해본 것도 아닌데 왜 여기로 오는지 와본 사람들은 정확하게 알 수 있습니다.
Fight Ready Gym's main appeal is Olympic freestyle wrestling gold medalist Henry Cejudo, whose transition from two-weight UFC champion to head coach has attracted elite fighters from across the globe.
Zombie! I have guys like John Jones, Wei Lee, Davison Figueiredo, yes, Yuri Prochazka. Yes, I love that head position. Yeah, that's true. The Korean Zombie, obviously. I was a big fan of him since the first time I saw him. And I was like, hey man, this kid has a lot of talent. When he shoots, I gotta bump him. I gotta bump him, move that head inside, square up with him. Always keep that head in the center. We're moving back. But there's a lot of deficiencies. So him coming out to Fight Ready, I'm pinpointing a lot of things he needs to adjust. Yeah, Zombie. You heard it here. We got Moreno, Volkanovski's next.
여기가 아니면 사실 운동을 더 이상 못할 것 같아요. 캠프를 더 이상 준비를 못할 정도로 이곳의 캠프는 완벽하고 모든 것을 선수를 위해서 포커스를 맞춰주는 게
Toe touch, keep your torso tall, give a little pop to your bounce, and drive your feet down. We designed individualized programs to develop athleticism, strength, power, speed. Go! Drive, 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 drive. Press it, pressure, 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 out. We do so by a battery of assessments, looking at every piece of physiology, and then we'll design programs for that person. 2, more hips, snap it. 3, better. Yes. Awesome, rest. Walk around, breathe through your nose.
We've switched up strength and conditioning programs. I think he's peaking at the right time.
Perfect, right there, don't change a thing. 60 seconds of that.
15,000 뛰는 거하고 마찬가지래요. 숨 쉬는 게.
But I also believe that Zombie matches up really, really well against Volkanovski.
마지막.
To me, this is the fight for him. And can't wait for April 9th for him to get his hand raised.
Across the Pacific, Volkanovski prepares in the comforts of home.
Fight, Andy.
Well aware of the new coaching his opponent has sought out.
I'm going to give Henry respect. But if he thinks he can turn this guy into someone that's going to smash me, he's just going to embarrass himself. Zombie, he's doing what he can do, but we're going to keep it the same. Living where I do, you know what I mean? Being at the place that I grew up in makes me feel like I'm just still the same guy I was 10 years ago. Just a working class man, working to provide for my family. They mean everything to me. They want to make sure my kids have got everything they need in life. And that's why Daddy's going to stay champ for a long time.
Always home in Windang. Always training camp at the freestyle fighting gym mere miles away.
Hands back up, good, sprawl up 4, last one, let's go.
This formula works for the champ. So the formula remains the same for UFC 273.
Step, level trap, and then go in.
Storms coming, coming full speed ahead.
The first ever mixed martial arts training session I ever did was in this gym. And I'm still here today, and I'll be here for my whole career.
Let's go, keep going. All right, let's go. That's nice, Alex. Alex puts the work in, day out. He doesn't sit on his laurels and think, you know, he is the champion, can take it easy. Anybody in that top 10 in the UFC is dangerous, and you've always got to be on your game. The Korean Zombie is very durable, he's very experienced, he's tough as nails, he always comes forward.
Big right! The Korean Zombie is back!
You've got to be on your toes, so the hard work will show on the night.
On April 9th, the hard-charging challenger from Korea meets the durability of a champion from down under. And only one will leave featherweight champion of the world.
저는 볼카nov스키가 영리하게 나온다면 그 안에서 너크아웃 시키거나 서브샷 시키는 거는 뭐 제 본능이자 제가 제일 잘하는 것들 중에 하나니까. 뭐 그런 것들도 기회가 나온다면 무조건 노릴 생각입니다.
I'm too sharp, I'm too calculated. I'm just going to have my way with him. I believe that the finish is there.
The champ, he's a savage.
I'm going to be looking for it. I'm going to capitalize on every opportunity I've got.
The co-main event of UFC 273 will feature an unlikely champion with a unique story.
Gently push against my hand here. Hold, hold, hold.
Because bantamweight title holder Aljamain Sterling
Back to the left.
spent his entire MMA career battling a neck injury sustained as an NCAA wrestler.
I always put it off because I was able to get through it and able to compete.
Aljamain Sterling is willing to take chances. He can execute spectacular techniques, and he's very creative.
I've walked through fire to just show up for fights.
Look left. That looks way better.
One would never assume Sterling fought through injury.
No gas tank issues whatsoever for Sterling here, and that is how you cap a victory. Keep the judges out of it.
As he dominated opposition with his patented and unconventional funk.
We knew a contender was going to rise, and that contender's name is Aljamain Sterling.
You look for the new guy when the guy's been right there the whole time.
Standing in taps, Aljamain Sterling with a monumental win tonight.
I'm tired of all this hype. Everyone talking about Petr Yan's the greatest guy, and you better win your fight because I'm coming for that ass.
Even the opportunity to fight then-champion Petr Yan
This guy smashes everybody you put in front of him. He knows when to pressure you, and he knows when you're breaking, and he knows when to turn it on.
was too good to pass up.
So here he is, the former two-time D3 All-American wrestler and now the #1 UFC bantamweight contender, Aljamain Sterling, in his first UFC championship opportunity.
When I look back at it, I get chills even talking about it. When you're making that walk, it's kind of a lonely feel. No fans, super quiet, kind of eerie.
He's a very dangerous threat.
His wrestling, his grappling, his striking, all those things and that experience makes him a dangerous threat to Petr Yan's title.
It's almost as if you're walking into a back alley and then someone just kind of tells you, you guys ready?
Aljamain, first round, ready?
You guys ready?
Piotr, ready?
Okay, fight.
Fight's on.
Deep breaths, folks. These guys are just so comfortable in a fight.
Look at this. Constant pressure by Aljo. Side kicks, jabs.
I can still visualize myself in there, seeing Yan, seeing myself pushing forward.
He's got Petr backing up right now.
Good movement there by Aljo. Oh! Beautiful takedown defense by Yan.
I wore my heart on the sleeve that night. I took some big shots, like a man.
Oh! A huge knockout for Yan!
That right hand was nasty.
Kept coming forward and kept trying to make whatever I could out of that moment of opportunity that I had.
Aljo's just not giving him any space.
I just don't quit, you know? But sometimes things don't go your way. You make one miscalculation, and sometimes the entire fight just goes to
Oh, look
nice.
at that.
Takedown by Petr.
Aljo was slowed down considerably.
Thankfully, Yan was stupid enough to not know the rules.
Grounded.
Oh!
That's illegal.
Illegal knee. He told him before that, he said, downed opponent.
My reaction to being fouled was, what did I just get hit with? The shots you don't see, the ones that hurt the most, man.
His knee was all the way down.
100% illegal.
This could be a disqualification.
It's a bittersweet kind of thing, you know? You fought so hard to get to the title shot opportunity. You get the opportunity, did all the hard work.
After 5. Aljamain, stay here. Stay here.
Can't even get up.
This fight's got to be called. The fight's over.
It's a way to end the fight. Because if all the that I had to get through just to get here.
If this fight is stopped, Petr Yan will be disqualified and Aljamain Sterling will be the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
Which is crazy.
I think we're gonna be done. Yeah, okay, all right.
There it is.
That's it.
And that is it.
That's it.
I don't like that a title can be won this way.
Mixed emotions for Aljamain Sterling.
I don't think there's anything sweet about this. I think he probably feels like the title's illegitimate. Look, Aljamain is a winner. He doesn't want to win a fight like that. Look, he just threw the belt on the ground.
Anticlimactic to say the least, but Aljamain Sterling via disqualification is now the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
Внутренняя моя реакция была в моменте. Я такой, что ты натворил? Все было так близко, да? Я считаю, что как минимум надо было сделать этот бой несостоявшимся, а не наградить его чемпионским титулом в таком поединке, который он проиграл. Потому что человек, боец, уважающий себя, он сам, во-первых, никогда бы не принял этот титул и нигде точно уж там, ни в каких СМИ, прессах.
The circumstances surrounding the conclusion of Petr Yan's title bout with Aljamain Sterling warranted an immediate rematch.
Let's go, let's go. Drive.
Set for the UFC's return to Abu Dhabi in late 2021.
Good, small steps, small steps.
But in the thick of training camp, Sterling's injuries would resurface.
Aljamain Sterling is out of his title defense against Petr Yan at UFC 267 because of lingering neck issues.
Push it out, bro. No mercy, no mercy.
Мне предложили, либо мы ожидаем восстановления Стерлинга, либо я дерусь.
Go, drive. Speed.
Когда мне сказали, что бой будет за временный титул, я сказал, что кто бы то ни был, погнали.
Oh my goodness! Edgar's out!
Stepping in to face Petr Yan for the interim bantamweight belt.
Oh! You never know what he's doing. You never know where things are coming from.
Would be one of the division's most electrifying title hopefuls.
Oh! That's it! What a finish by Corey Sandhagen!
And a dangerous Corey Sandhagen.
Oh! Knocked him down with that one.
Came ready to spoil Jan's hopes of a rematch with Sterling.
All right, so here he is, the number 3 ranked UFC bantamweight contender, Corey Sandhagen, making the jog for his first UFC championship opportunity.
И он знал, что когда мне дали Сандхейгена, он везде говорил, что Сандхейген побьет его.
He respects Corey Sandhagen for coming here and taking this fight. But ultimately, he feels like this is his title to just reclaim.
And a matchup as good as any in recent memory in this ruthless UFC bantamweight division.
Конечно же, он хотел как можно увильнуть от этого.
Yan normally will just go forward, he'll land, he'll break people down, and later in the fights, they start to fatigue. So it's going to be on Sandhagen to make sure that he leaves enough in the gas tank to carry him through 4th and the 5th round.
Body kick is there again for Yan.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice shot there by Yan.
Big left from Yan. Sandhagen says, bring it.
Oh.
Sandhagen to the body. Yan goes to work up top.
Oh.
Spinning back fist and a follow-up left.
You just knew this was going to be a great fight.
The skill sets from both these men on full display in this fight.
A lot of layers to the striking games of both men. Oh, beautiful shovel uppercut there from Yan.
Yeah, Jan's starting to feel himself, right? This is what we see in his fights. He takes stock early, he makes adjustments, he makes reads, and he starts laying on the pressure.
Oh! Spinning back fist.
If you're a bantamweight watching this, it's scary. I mean, this Petr Yan is good.
Yan backs Sandhagen up with a combination.
Oh, beautiful body shot.
А у него нету выбора.
Oh my God! Right hand, right up the gut for Yan. Oh! What a fight! Yan right back to work. Oh! Beautiful spinning attack late. Oh, and they're fighting past the horn. What a fight!
И он не может взять себе, выбрать кого-то другого оппонента, так как у меня также есть пояс.
Все знают здесь, кто является настоящий чемпион. Все знают, что клоун Стерлинг, он просто бегает сейчас.
UFC interim bantamweight champion Petr Yan is preparing for his rematch with undisputed champ Aljamain Sterling. a world away from the frigid expanse of his Russian homeland and the tropical comforts of Thailand.
Так я постоянно сюда приезжал с 2014 года. Мы же давно здесь тренируемся. Это просто вот последние 1,5 года, пока все было закрыто.
Материть надо, братан.
Нет, здесь там нормально, может просто чемодан очков взять штук 500. Солнце, море, настроение такое, ну, энергия. Восстанавливаешься здесь гораздо быстрее.
Like most fighters who migrate to this Asian paradise, Jan trains at the Tiger Muay Thai facility in Phuket. Once a haven for aspiring kickboxers, now a global landmark for martial artists from every walk of combat life.
Когда я приехал сюда в 2014 году, он был маленький. Ну, после народ сюда ехал, и начали появляться отсюда чемпионы. И, конечно, Тайгер стал расширяться. Мы тренировались и с Валентиной Шевченко неоднократно. И с Алексом Волконовским неоднократно тренировались, спарринговались. С Израилем Адесаня тоже тренировались здесь. Сюда приезжают все за практикой, потому что съезжается много бойцов разной квалификации.
У тебя здоровье тоже одно, не одно, аккуратнее, смотри там. Ребята профессионалы занимаются.
To prepare for the grappling prowess that Aljamain Sterling will bring to UFC 273. Jan is training alongside a multiple-time world champion judoka.
Я вообще по базе борец, я мастер спорта международного класса по самбо и дзюдо. А Петр мастер спорта по боксу, то есть он ближе ударник, я ближе борец. Ну, выйти просто и доказать в очередной раз, что кто является настоящим чемпионом, да.
Продолжаем, пацаны. Крайние 2,5 минуты. Продолжаем, время. Да.
Тебя били, тебя морально били, тебя, и тебе придется это делать снова.
Across the globe near the Big Apple, reigning King Aljamain Sterling prepares for the rematch against Jan in his physical prime, following an overdue but successful operation that corrected the issues with his neck.
I feel like having this surgery has given me a fresh lease on my athletic career. Being able to walk, being able to turn, being able to sit and stand and not feel like you need to shift your position because you're having some type of radiating pain down your body.
Having a surgery like that, it's a big operation, even though the recovery was really quick. But to get my lungs back underneath me and to get my feet back underneath me, it took a couple rounds with the machine, AKA Merab Dvalishvili.
Like Petr Yan, Sterling's return to form is aided by key team members and coaches.
Keep working your way in. Nice, Aljo.
From top 10 UFC bantamweight Merab Dvalishvili.
Let's go, Merab. Keep pushing.
To the Empire State's Ray Longo. And across the U.S. to the Nevada Desert's preeminent mastermind, Eric Nicksick.
Back to work on the jab. Oh, spinning back fist.
This Petr Yan is good. And if you're a bantamweight watching this,
you're worried. The reason why he came to Vegas initially was to get a lot of work done and kind of help his body. Now a lot of that's been cleared up. The nice thing is that he's been in there with Petr Yan already. We kind of understand what curveballs can we expect and what curveballs can we show in that fight as well. Hey, smart exits off those clinch breaks, yeah? Smart exits.
I just know what I'm capable of doing. When I'm on, I'm one of the hardest guys to beat.
Aljamain Sterling! You can't keep a star from shining, and my star's gonna shine bright.
I am the best guy in this bantamweight division. I can't wait to prove it.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
On April 9th, Sterling and Yan will be primed and ready to settle the score.
Oh! Peter Yan!
In a rematch between champions.
Beautiful punch by Yan.
To determine who is undisputed once and for all.
План на бой со Стерлингом – выйти и показать доминирующее выступление. Кто разбирается, в принципе, не воспринимает его всерьез.
Time management now, Aljo, we're cooking.
At UFC 273,
I'm trying to put it all together, right? 4 rounds, all your data's collected now. You got your 5th round.
I get my hands on him and
Constant pressure by Aljo.
show him who the real king in this division is.
Tonight, a unique challenge in the form of a former teammate and friend, Gilbert Durinho Burns, who believes without a shadow of a doubt that he has the tools to do what no man in the octagon has ever done before, that is to beat Kamaru Usman.
UFC 273's feature bout will see the return of jiu-jitsu gold medalist.
If you go to the ground with this guy, it's a nightmare. He's a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Proven MMA finisher.
Durinho's in love with that knockout life.
And former UFC title challenger, Gilbert Burns.
Early land for Durinho with the right hand!
Oh, he hurt him bad.
In his back, Gilbert.
Oh! And that will do it! And still,
The best welterweight in the world, Kamaru Usman.
Over 1 year removed from his title bout with welterweight king Kamaru Usman, Burns is still pursuing his championship dreams, backed by unwavering family support.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final week of Upward Basketball Agility. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your games.
This sport's very hard. Sometimes on a training camp, sometimes with injuries, sometimes with a fight. Whenever I go to a tough time, a tough decision, it's not only me, you know, it's my family too.
Way to play, guys. Way to play. Way to play, guys.
I sacrifice so much, but they sacrifice so much as well. Eh? Almost. That was good, Lucas. Go. No. Especially my wife, she's there on my sparring, she's there on my training, filming, cooking, taking care of the kids.
Are you 5? Are you 6? Are you 7? Are you 8? Are you 9?
Family's everything for me.
Among the hardest workers in the room all the time, second-ranked UFC welterweight contender Gilbert Durinho Burns.
If you're trying to get back on the horse, if you're trying to get back into title contention, you fight a Wonderboy Thompson.
Burns would bounce back from defeat with a win over multiple-time title challenger and former kickboxing champion Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
In all likelihood, Gilbert Durinho Burns has just preserved his #2 ranking.
And he's been trying to fast-track another title run ever since.
Stephen Thompson was very tough, but I execute everything that we train, you know, closing the distance, take him down and dominate.
Jab and left hook. That's it.
I was happy with the result, and I was asking for another fight, but a lot of the guys turned the fight down. The UFC knows that I want to fight. It's just about to get the right opponent at the right time. There's no one wants to fight me, you know. I do need maybe 1 or 2 wins to get another title shot, and I'm looking forward to get another one. I've been asking for a fight since after my last fight. I'm not asking for any particular name, just freaking send the contract and the date I will sign it. I have a big transition between my last fight to now. Last fight was July 2021.
2 more.
I want to fight the best guys in my division. Give me the guy that wants to fight.
The UFC has found a willing opponent to face Burns next. But Khamzat Chimaev is not just any welterweight. He may be the hottest prospect in the division's history.
Khamzat Chimaev, an exciting fighter, an exciting debut.
A six-time Swedish gold medalist in freestyle wrestling.
The wrestling is where it's at for this guy.
Who entered the first installment of UFC Fight Island. Ready to steal the limelight.
I guarantee this man's going to shoot in when he gets on top. The hammer fist are absolutely lethal. Oh, man! He threw a head kick and it immediately into the double leg takedown.
He's non-stop with these punches.
Phillips getting cracked in the face. Jeez Louise. Oh, Doris Joe.
That's
There's
it.
the tap.
Wow.
Khamzat Chimaev by submission. And he stays undefeated with an absolutely outstanding debut.
I feel amazing. I want to fight next week. Doesn't matter. Give me one guy, I'm gonna smash him.
Khamzat Chimaev was appearing here 10 days ago. Let's go. He got a win, and he's back. And straight away, we see Khamzat shooting.
Big hammer fist here.
Oh, beautiful work.
Big blows here early in the first.
Look at this, non-stop. That might be it.
There he goes.
Stop, 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 stop.
Two impressive finishes just 10 days apart.
Khamzat Chimaev has the quickest turnaround victory in UFC history.
Got the world's attention.
His name keeps on coming up in MMA media. This is the beginning of a future star.
I honestly believe he's championship quality.
I love everything about Khamzat Chimaev. He's must-see TV at this point.
I'm ready for everything. I can do 10 fights one day.
And while some still question the potential of Chimaev,
He hasn't met real resistance. I'm a tough guy, and I'm going to show him that this time you bit off more than you can chew.
he would erase all doubt in subsequent outings.
He's undefeated, but he's facing a guy who has over 40 fights in Gerald Meerschaert.
Oh, it's it. It's over. One shot. Oh, my goodness.
One and done. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
I was saying a long time I'm gonna come for everybody.
Khamzat Chimaev with an early shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Believe me now?
Oh, Chimaev trying to close the show.
Oh, my goodness.
Midway through round one.
Oh, he's under the neck.
Oh, that's it. Under the chin here.
He's going to go to sleep if he doesn't fight the hand,
It's
DC.
over. It's over, Paul.
That's it.
10-0. The hype is real. Khamzat Chimaev remarkably does it again.
But I'm coming for everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the kicking. Ah!
Now a household name in mixed martial arts, Chimaev remains poised after years spent at the All-Stars gym in Stockholm, alongside former UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson.
When you become famous, it happens. You have to be ready for that. I was ready for that because I seen Alex and then the guys who was famous in Sweden, you know. Guys from was in UFC, they changed their life and they living good, you know. Why not me? I believe in myself. Now I'm here. Let's go.
A rise to prominence is due in large part to head coach Andreas Michael, who has taken UFC 273 training camp to all corners of the globe in preparation for Chimaev's April 9th showdown with Gilbert Burns.
Khamzat was working hard for this fight. We were in Thailand, working on his conditioning. And now we're here.
If I face another foe, then I have to let them know I'm here and I'm prepared. Just say the word and I'll go full force and I'll show the world I'm never scared.
He hasn't really stopped training since his last fight, so he's ready.
Give him all the vegetables, all problems there. Gotta smash them. Understand? Show me.
I keep it raw and I'm vicious, y'all. I'm everything you wanted, what you wish you was.
Gilbert Burns is very tough, dangerous, has the experience fighting at the top level, but Khamzat has the size.
I'm never down, I'm never out. I never frown, I never doubt.
up and coming.
Beautiful.
He's confident. He's never lost.
I'm never down, I'm never out.
Nice.
I never frown, I never doubt.
And he's never gonna lose.
Let's begin before we move.
Gilbert Burns certainly holds the experience advantage over Chimaev.
Get low and get your hands in front of you.
The veteran of 17 UFC fights uses that knowledge in preparation.
You got 5 seconds left. Grind it.
He's 10-0, super confident right now. And I know that because I've been there. I was 10-0 not long ago.
Gilbert Burns off to a perfect start, holding an undefeated professional record.
I thought I was unbeatable until I faced a guy that was so much experienced than me. And I ended up getting my first loss. I know what he's feeling.
Work it. Faster.
This is gonna be a mental fight. He needs to plant a seed of doubt.
Let it rip.
Because this guy is the young lion that doesn't know he's beatable.
I believe in my resilience, my experience, my jiu-jitsu.
He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion.
My striking.
This man has true heavy knockout power.
All that together is gonna be a rough night for Chimaev. We'll put that hype in the test.
Have you ever seen a phenom like Khamzat Chimaev?
People say he's hype. Just stop me.
That is it! The hype is real!
I respect his skills and everything.
4 UFC fights, he's giving up 1 strike.
One of the best guys, but not my level.
Oh my goodness, he's talking to Dana.
King is coming for you guys. Watch the King.
Welterweight standouts set the stage for interim bantamweight champion Petr Yan.
He's built different. Petr Yan has all the ability in the world.
To settle the score with title holder Aljamain Sterling in the co-main event.
You see him as a better fighter each and every time.
Before featherweight king Alexander Volkanovski.
Oh my goodness.
20 consecutive wins.
Battles the Korean Zombie in the headliner.
Oh! Chance of jump!
For the worldwide leader's return to Jacksonville at UFC 273.